Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Good morning. Just tell me where we stopped.
Ma'am, the question 4 to find the supplement of each angle we have stopped, ma'am.
Find the supplement.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Like this type of question, ma'am.
It should be this one, right?
Yes, ma'am. This one only.
Okay. All right, children. So we know that two angles or a pair of angles are said to be supplementary angles if their sum is 180 degrees. So you can see some angles here. We'll check if they are supplementary or not. So this angle measures 110 degrees. This angle measures 50 degrees. 110 plus 50 is equal to 160, which is not equal to 180. So since the sum of these two angles is not equal to 180, since the sum of these two angles is not equal to 180, 110 and 50 are not supplementary angles. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, tell me in two, are these two angles supplementary in two?
No, ma'am, because the sum is 170 degree.
Yeah. So in figure 2, when you find the sum of the two angles, you get 170 degrees, which is not equal to 180. The sum should be exactly 180. Exactly 180 degrees. When the sum of two angles, and again, supplementary angles is about a pair of angles, not three angles, not four angles, exactly two angles. Two angles are said to be supplementary. Supposing you find the sum of three angles and you get 180 degrees. The three angles are not said to be supplementary angles. Supplementary angles is about a pair of angles. Two angles whose sum is 180 degrees are said to be supplementary angles. So in figure 2, they are not supplementary. In figure 3, Matthew.
Ma'am?
Matthew, what is the sum of the angles in figure 3?
Ma'am, 180, ma'am. It is a supplementary, ma'am.
Yeah, the two angles are supplementary. What about figure 4, Matthew?
Ma'am, it's not supplement, ma'am.
Angles are not supplementary. The two angles are not supplementary. Why?
Ma'am, because their sum is 90, ma'am.
No, you should not say because their sum is 90. What should you say? Because they are
Ma'am,
not
because supplementary because they are not 180 degree.
Because their sum is not equal to 180 degrees.
180 degree.
Yeah, they are not supplementary angles because their sum is not equal to 180 degrees. See, you must use only these phrases. The sum is equal to 180, so they are supplementary angles. Or you must say the sum is not equal to 180, so they are not supplementary angles. You should not write their actual sum. Now here 45 plus 45 is 90, right? You must not write their sum is 90, so they are not supplementary. No. You should not, you will write 45 plus 45 is equal to 90. Then what is your reason? You must say the sum of the two angles is not 180 degrees. The sum of the two angles is not 180 degrees. Therefore, the given angles are not supplementary angles.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, then let's ask Anugraha. Anugraha, then if they are not supplementary angles, but what kind of angles are they? Anugraha? In figure 4, what kind of angles are the given angles? They're not supplementary. Deepshika?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what kind of angles are they in figure 4?
Acute angle, ma'am.
Okay, they are acute angles, fine. Any other answer?
Ma'am, in figure 4, ma'am.
Related to what discussion? See,
Ma'am,
I
in the
know
figure 4 we have complementary
Angles, ma'am.
because
Yeah.
the sum is equal to 90, ma'am.
Yeah. So I was asking, 1 second, children, 1 second. Yeah. So I was asking with respect to our discussion, they are not supplementary angles, but they are complementary angles. Yes, they are acute angles, Deepshika, they are acute angles. In connection to our discussion, they are not supplementary angles, but they are complementary angles because their sum is equal to 90 degrees. And when two complementary angles are equal, they'll be 45 degrees each. So you can say 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Both the angles measure 45 degrees. So when two complementary angles are equal, each of them will be equal to 45 degrees, correct? When
Yes,
two
ma'am.
complementary angles are equal, then each of them will be 45 degrees. 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Each angle is 45. So their sum is 90. So they're complementary and the angles are equal angles.
Ma'am, because the complementary is made up of only two pairs, two angles, ma'am. So when you divide 90 by 2, we get 45, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. All right, children. So I'm sure you can answer the question here. What will be the measure of the supplement in each of the following? So you can take a screenshot and you can, okay, let's answer it orally. Tell me what's the supplement of 100 degrees?
80
Ma'am, 80
degrees.
degrees.
Supplement of 90?
90
degrees,
degrees.
ma'am.
55 degrees. Supplement of 55?
125 degree, ma'am.
125.
125 degrees. And the supplement of 125 degrees?
55, ma'am.
55 degrees, ma'am.
Now, the common mistake is we'll write uh, 100 degrees is equal to 80 degrees. Then 90 degrees is equal to 90. These have to be answered in a sentence. You must write the supplement of 100 degrees is 80 degrees. You must not write 100 degrees is equal to answer is 80 degrees. No, that doesn't read correct. 100 degrees is equal to 80 degrees. You must write it as a sentence. Like when you're asked to write the reciprocal of 2 by 3. Okay, you're asked to write the reciprocal of 2 by 3. What is the reciprocal of 2 by 3?
Ma'am, the reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2, ma'am.
Yeah, the reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. But sometimes what we do, we just write 2 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. That doesn't make sense. 2 by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. So you must write the reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. You must write it in a sentence like that. Here also you must write it in a sentence. The supplement of 100 degrees is equal to 180 minus 100, which is equal to 80 degrees. Try the last one of you. How do we write the answer for the last one?
Ma'am, the supplement of 125 degrees is 55 degrees.
Is 180 degrees. If you want to show that calculation, the supplement of 125 degrees is 180 minus 125. 180 minus 125, which is equal to
55 degrees, ma'am.
55 degrees, like that. See this one. Among two supplementary angles, okay, the measure of the larger angle is 44 more than the measure of the smaller. So the two supplementary angles, what will be the measures if the two supplementary angles are equal?
Ma'am, 90 degrees, ma'am.
90 degree.
Yeah, when the two supplementary angles are equal, then each of them will be 90 degrees. 90 degrees, 90 degrees, because 90 plus 90 is 180. But here the angles are not equal. One angle, see, it's only, when we say supplementary angles, we are talking about two angles. And one angle is 44 degrees more, the larger one, the larger angle. So there are two angles. One is small, one is large. The larger one is 44 degrees more than the measure of the smaller. Find their measures. Now we have seen a similar one with respect to complementary angles. I'll show you that. With respect to complementary angles, we have seen a similar one. See here. The difference in the measures of two complementary angles is 12 degrees. Find the measures of the angles. So here, the angles are complementary angles. So when you add the two angles, the answer will be 90. The sum of the two angles. My voice is clear, children? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible, ma'am.
Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, clear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So how do we assume here? We know that the equation is once you assume the two angles, one angle plus the other angle is equal to 90 degrees. That is the equation. How will you assume the two angles? If the smaller angle is x, what is the bigger angle? No, take a situation like this.
Ma'am,
Okay.
x plus 44.
X plus?
44, ma'am.
No, I'm showing a different slide. Where is 44 here?
Sorry, ma'am, I told you are doing that question.
No. We are talking with respect to this one. Children, see here. If supposing you have a friend, okay, you have a friend who's 3 years older than you, 3 years older than you. Now, we'll just say, so you know your age, but we'll just say your age, both the friends that, okay, we'll say two friends. We'll say two friends and their, one friend is elder to the other friend by 3 years. By 3 years. So there are two friends, right? If the younger friend is X years old, what will be the age of the elder friend? Now you are 13 years old. What will be the age of your elder friend? Your friend is older than you by 3 years.
Ma'am, x into 3.
Ma'am, 13 plus 2.
3 years.
Yes, ma'am, 13 plus 3, ma'am.
Yeah, if you are 13 years old and you have a friend who's 3 years older than you, then your friend's age will be 13 plus 3. You have to add. You have to simply add 3 to your age. Or if the elder friend, if we call the elder friend, or okay, so the elder friend's age is 16 years. From the elder friend's age, how will you get your age? 16 minus
16
3.
minus 3, ma'am.
16 minus 3. 13 is your age. So to the younger one, you should add 3. To the elder one, you should subtract. From the elder one, you should subtract 3. So from 16, you should subtract 3 to get your age. To 13, you should add 3 to get your friend's age. Similarly, two angles. It's like how we said the difference between their ages is 3 years. Here, the difference between the angles is 12. So if the smaller angle is Matthew, if the smaller angle is x degrees, okay, the difference is 12. If the smaller angle is x degrees, what will be the measure of the larger angle? Anugraha?
Ma'am?
Yeah, if the smaller angle is x degrees, what will be the measure of the larger angle? We know the difference is 12. So
Yes,
you
ma'am.
are you are x years old.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what will be the age of your friend? Your elder friend, if the difference between your ages is 12 years.
Ma'am, we should do 12 plus 19, no, ma'am?
No.
No. Ma'am,
All of you. No, I'll give you all some time. I want you to assume. Give me two answers. One is write down in your book. let the smaller angle be x degrees. Then tell me what the greater angle is in terms of x. In first case, you must take the smaller angle as x. Then tell me what the bigger angle is. In the next one, take the smaller angle, take the bigger angle as x and tell me what the smaller angle will be. I don't want the final answer. I think you people are thinking about the final answer. The assumption. I'll wait for 3 minutes. Yes, who's ready?
Shall I say?
Okay. Yes, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if they ask for a elder person's age and if the younger percentage is given, we have to add 12 to it, ma'am. It's like x plus 12 is equal to the elder person's age, ma'am. If the elder person age is given and they ask to find the younger person age, we have to subtract it, ma'am. Like if the elder person's age be y, ma'am. So it will be y minus 12 is equal to the younger percentage, which is x, ma'am.
Very good. You understood it correctly, Swati. Very good. Just see this as a, very practical question. How many angles, children, we are talking about?
Only 2 angles, ma'am.
2 angles, ma'am.
2 angles. We are talking about 2 angles. Okay. What is the difference? Like you have difference in the ages between 2 friends. Like that, the difference between the 2 angles is 12 degrees. Okay. Is that understood?
Yes,
okay. Now, we are going to create an equation. Solve and find the 2 angles. So if the smaller angle is x, let the smaller angle be x. Then Deepshika, what will be the greater angle? The difference is 12. If the smaller angle is x, what will be the greater angle? X plus 12 or x minus 12?
X plus 12, ma'am.
X plus 12, because the smaller angle is x, so the greater angle will be x plus 12. Now, Deepshika, if this is over, leave this. Now, if I assume the greater angle to be x, if I say let the greater angle be x, then what will be the smaller angle? Will it be x plus 12 or x minus 12?
X minus 12, ma'am.
Yeah, because the greater angle is x. Then how can the smaller angle be x plus 12? It will be x minus 12. After assuming like this, the equation is, since we're dealing with complementary angles, One angle plus the other angle is equal to 90 degrees because complementary. One angle plus the other angle is equal to 90. You should construct this equation, solve the equation, find the value of x, and hence find the two angles. See? If the smaller angle is x, then the greater angle is x plus 12. If the greater angle is x, you can work it like this or like this. If the greater angle is x, then the smaller angle is x minus 12. Then how do we create the equation? The sum of the two angles, x plus 12 is 90. That is this angle plus this angle. The sum of the two angles. Here, write x plus 12 and put a plus sign in the middle. See, this is one angle, this is the other angle. Put a plus sign in the middle. When you find the sum of the two angles, it should be equal to 90. Then we should solve the equation. And find x and find the two angles. Here, if the greater angle is x, the smaller angle will be the greater angle x minus 12. Again, the equation, one angle plus the other angle is equal to 90. Solve and find x. The x value will be different in both. But the two angles answer you will get the same. 51 degrees, 39 degrees. 51 degrees, 39 degrees. Work it 2-3 times, children, you will understand. You need to practice. It's new, right? So if you're only listening to me, you'll understand and you'll also forget it. So please practice, work it 2-3 times. When you do that, you're not mugging it. So when you keep seeing the same thing again and again, it's registered in your, in your brain. I'm not telling because word problems are meant to be done by children. I don't know this one. Now tell me, you should tell me. Work and tell me the answers. Among two supplementary angles, the measure of the larger angle is 44 more, like the earlier one. See, if I say the difference between my age and my brother's age is 2 years. Okay, I am elder. The difference between my age and my brother's age is 2 years. Or if I say I am 2 years elder than my brother. Or I say my brother is 2 years younger than me. It's all the same. We are talking about the difference between the ages of my brother and me. We can put it in different ways. The difference between the ages of my brother and me is 2 years. My brother is younger to me by 2 years. I am elder than my brother by 2 years. You can put that difference in ages in so many ways. So here also, it's similar to the earlier one, which we saw now. Among two supplementary angles, the measure of the larger angle is 44 more. The larger angle is 44 more than the smaller angle. Each one of you have to work it now and tell me the answer. Don't guess. I want the assumption in x. Let the smaller angle be this. Therefore, the greater angle is this. Work and tell me the. You will be reading the steps from your book. Work and tell me the measures of the two angles.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in that question they have asked the difference is 12, ma'am, but here they have asked the it is greater by 44 degree, ma'am.
That's what the meaning is the same. The meaning is the difference between the two angles is 44 degrees. See, when I say that one angle is 44 degrees more than the other, it's the difference only. The difference between the two angles is 44. They are not equal. One is 44 more than the other. Again, it is the difference. The meaning is the difference between the two angles is 44 degrees. More than, yes, these words more than, less than, all this means the difference between two things. 2 more than something, 2 less than something. All this means the difference between two quantities. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay. Children, all of you, please give a shot. Don't wait for me to show the answer. Even if you don't get the final answer, if you can assume it, as you make the assumptions correctly, I'll be happy. Just try it like the earlier one, the earlier word problem.
Ma'am, you said 46?
No, no. No, and you're telling me only one answer. Is it 46? What are the two angles?
Ma'am, 44 and 46.
No, 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 no.
Ma'am, I got. Ma'am, should I say my answer, ma'am?
No, please, no, we'll wait. It's too early because he said 46. I just wanted to know the other angle. No. Swati, please work. All of you,
Yes,
please
ma'am.
work. I'll give you all 3 minutes. At least do the assumption correctly.
Done, ma'am.
Yes, all of you must share what you have in your book.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's okay if we are wrong. I just want to know what what your thought process was and what you feel about the assumption. Yes, let's start from Deepshika.
Ma'am.
Yes, Deepshika. Please read out your assumptions.
Ma'am, smaller angle is 44, ma'am.
No, darling, the angle is not 44 degrees. The difference is 44. See, if I say the difference between my age and my brother's age is 2 years, that means, it's like saying my brother is 2 years old. I'm saying the difference between my age and my brother's age is 2 years. And what we are understanding is that my brother is 2 years old. No, the difference between our ages.
Ma'am, can I say?
So Deepshika, 1 second. Deepshika, can you correct it?
Ma'am, I can correct, ma'am.
Yeah, nobody is 44. The difference, see now the difference between your age and your sister's age, I think is 4 years. Okay, so the difference between Deepshika's age and her sister's age, I think she's Saubharnika, if I'm not wrong. So the difference between Deepshika's age and Saubharnika's age is 4 years. That doesn't mean your sister is 4 years old. The difference is 4 years.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Matthew?
Ma'am, the smaller angle is 68 and larger angle is 112, ma'am.
Ma'am, shall I say about mine?
Matthew, I did not want the answer. I want the assumption.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, what is the assumption? Okay, you got the answer straight away. Okay, fine. Swati?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I have thought like let the x be the younger one, ma'am. So it will be like x plus 44 is equal to 180, ma'am.
No,
And then
the smaller angle is x, right? You're saying let the
Yes,
smaller angle be x, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then what is the larger angle?
Ma'am, larger angle, it will be x plus 44, ma'am.
That's all I want. This is all I want. Very good. Yes, Swati. Correct. Anugraha, share your thoughts.
Ma'am, I also got Matthew's answer, ma'am. I tried once.
No, but you cannot get the answer without solving, right? You cannot make guesses because you have to show the steps. Now, this word problem can be for 3 marks for 7th standard. So just writing the correct final answer is not sufficient. Anugraha, if the smaller angle is x, what is the greater angle?
Ma'am, x plus 44, ma'am.
No. If the smaller angle is x, what will be the greater angle?
Ma'am, why, ma'am?
No, only one variable you should use.
X plus 44, ma'am.
No, Swati, the question was for Anugraha. Please wait. Okay, Anugraha, if the greater angle is x, what will be the smaller angle?
Ma'am, x minus 44, ma'am.
Yeah, if the greater angle is x, the smaller angle is x minus 44. And what kind of angles are the two angles, Anugraha?
Supplementary, ma'am.
So that means when you add the two angles, what should be the answer?
180.
180 degrees. So instead of x have taken y here. So I've worked it both the ways for you. If the larger angle is y, the smaller angle is y minus 44. This is what I'm saying, assumption, assuming the two angles. Assuming the two angles, let the larger angle be y degrees. If the larger angle is y degrees, then the smaller angle is the larger angle y minus 44 because the difference is 44. If the smaller, this is the assumption, if the smaller angle is y degrees, then the greater angle or the larger angle will be the smaller angle y plus 44. This forms the assumption. Now the equation, when you add the two angles, one angle is y, the other angle is y minus 44. If you add the two angles, the answer is 180. Here, one angle is y, the other angle is y plus 44. If you add, if not put minus here, you should add the two angles. When you find the sum of the two angles, the answer is 180. Then you must solve and find the value of y and hence find the two angles. So when you get y is 112, y is 112, this y is 112. So the other angle, the larger angle is 112. So the smaller angle will be 112 minus 44 because y is 112. Y is 112, 112 minus 44. Here y is 68. So the other angle is 68 plus 44. 68 plus 44.
Ma'am, in both the ways, the measure is same, ma'am. It's like 112 and 68 degree.
Correct, correct. Yes. Children, work out if it is still not, you're not very sure about the understanding, please work it. I'll give you more questions like this in the next class. Please practice working these two word problems. Now, Matthew, tell me, how did you get 112 and 68 directly? All right, fine. So this is the procedure, children. You need to do the assumptions. You can take x or y. You need to do the assumption like this and then construct the equation. Solve the equation. Find the value of y, the variable, and then find the two angles. So these are the steps. First step, assumption. Second step, constructing the equation. Third step, solving the equation. Fourth step, solving and finding the value of y. Then the fourth step, finding the angles using the assumption.
Shall I say how I got 112 and 68?
Yes, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, since two angles make supplementary, I wrote it like x plus 44 is equal to 180, ma'am. And I wrote an assumption like let the x be younger, ma'am. So
Yeah,
x
so
plus
Swati,
x.
this one, you've tried it like this, right? The second
Ma'am,
one.
both the ways I have tried, ma'am.
Very good.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Ma'am, in the first way I have tried like x be the x be the smaller angle, ma'am. So it will be like 2x plus 44 is equal to 180, ma'am. When this 44 transposed to the another side, it became as minus 44, ma'am. So 180 minus 44, it's 136, ma'am. So 2x is equal to 136, ma'am. In order to separate the number 2 with the variable, we have to divide 136 by 2, ma'am. So we get x is equal to 68, ma'am. And since they have given like the smaller angle is 44 more than the elder, then the greater angle, we have to add, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 68 plus 44 is equal to 112 degrees, ma'am. And in the second way, shall I say the second way also, ma'am?
Okay, it's similar to what you worked here, right? I'm sorry,
Yes,
it's similar to what is here, right, Swati? Except
Yes.
that you've used x. Very good, Swati. Your
Yes.
effort and everything is appreciated. Very good. All of us can do it, children. Please practice working this. You cannot guess. You can make guesses rarely, but not always can you guess and get the correct values. So these are the steps: assumption, constructing the equation, solving the equation and finding the value of the variable, and hence finding the two angles. Take a screenshot. In case you have not finished, please take a picture. Done, children?
Yes, ma'am. Took screenshot.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the next thing, adjacent angles. Read this. I'll ask you some questions based on this. Yes, Matthew, tell me. What do we mean by adjacent angles? What are the three conditions that must be satisfied if two angles are adjacent angles? Again, adjacent angles is about two angles. Adjacent angles is only about two angles. It's not about 3 or 4 angles. Adjacent angles is only about two angles. Two angles are said to be adjacent angles if, Matthew, tell me one point, if
Ma'am, if they have one vertex, ma'am, same vertex.
common vertex, if they have a common vertex. Can you tell me one more?
Ma'am, same arm, ma'am. Both
They
have
have-
a common arm.
Yeah, they have a common arm. Okay, so they have a common vertex and they have a common arm. Then what is the other one, Matthew?
Ma'am, and the common, ma'am, shall I say?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, and the non-common arms are on the either side of the common arm, ma'am. That is the third condition.
correct. So if all these three conditions are satisfied, then the two angles are called adjacent angles. Two angles are called adjacent angles. It's only two angles, children. Two angles are called adjacent angles. If they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and their non-common arms lie on either sides of the common arm. So let's use these figures to understand where the two angles represent adjacent angles and where they don't represent adjacent angles. See the first one. Now we are going to judge if angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles or not. Okay. Angle 1 and 2. See here, they have a common vertex. Both the angles, both the angles have a common vertex. This is the common vertex. Both the angles have a common vertex. Which are the arms of, let me just mark this. Let me mark so that you can. Now let me take a point A. This is A. Let's say this is O. Let's say this is B. And this one is C. Now name angle 1. How do you name angle 1? Angle?
Angle AOB, ma'am.
Angle
Or
AOB.
BOA.
Angle AOB or?
BOA or O, ma'am.
No, when we say only when one angle is formed at a point, we use a single letter. Now, when at O there is more than one angle. So when we say angle O, it will be like, is this angle O or this angle O? So you should not say angle O here. When only one angle is formed, yeah, when only one angle is formed, then you can say angle O. Here we must be specific. Angle AOB or angle BOA is angle 1. Anugraha, how do you name angle 2? How do you call angle 2?
Slow little bit.
Deepshika?
Ma'am, BOC
Or
COA. COB.
COB. Which are the arms of angle 2?
Ma'am, BOC, ma'am.
No, which are the arms? BO and
C,
OB
ma'am.
and OC. OB and OC. OB and OC. Because this is angle 2. See, when this is an angle, these are called the arms of the angle. This one and this one are called the arms of the angle. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Angle. The angle is formed. This is called the vertex. We saw the definition of an angle earlier. This is called the vertex. This is one arm. This is the other arm. These are called the arms of the angle. That V, V kind of. These are the arms. These are the arms of the angle. And this is the angle. This is the vertex. This is the vertex. So for angle 2 is also called angle BOC or COB or COB. This is angle 2. Angle 2. The arms are OC and OB. OC and OB. Yes or no, children?
Yes, ma'am. The arm is BO or OC, ma'am.
What about angle 1? Which are the arms of angle 1?
Ma'am, AO and OB, ma'am.
OB and OA. All of us understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Because angle 1, this is angle 1. This is angle 1. So how do you, this is A, O, and B. This is B. So OA and OB are the arms. OA and OB are the arms of angle 1. So for angle 1, which are the arms? OA and OB, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the arms of angle 2?
Ma'am, they are BO or OB and then they are OC or CO, ma'am.
No, normally rays, when we say arms, they are rays. You must say from the vertex, from this one. You must say ray OA, ray OB. Ray OB, ray OC, because this is the end point, O.
Yes, ma'am. They are OB and OC, ma'am.
Yeah. Matthew, repeat, which are the arms of angle 1?
Ma'am, 0, OB, OC, and OB, OA, ma'am.
Angle 1. Arms, how many angles and how many arms an angle has?
OB and OA, ma'am.
No, how many arms does an angle have?
Ma'am, 1, ma'am.
Oh, an angle has only one arm?
Ma'am, 2 arms, sorry, ma'am.
Only 2 arms?
It's just adjacent angles.
No, one angle. I'm saying only one angle. How many arms will it have? One angle.
Ma'am, 2 arms, ma'am.
Yeah, why did you say one arm?
Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, an angle has 2 arms. Now, can you see angle 1?
Yes,
ma'am.
Yeah, which are the arms of angle 1?
Ma'am, angle for that OA and OB, ma'am.
And what about the arms of angle 2?
OB and OC, ma'am.
Now, which is the common arm for angle 1 and angle 2?
Ma'am, OB, ma'am.
OB is the common arm because for angle 1 we said OA and OB.
Yes, ma'am.
And for angle B we said OB and OC. So OB is the common arm.
Yes, ma'am.
Which are the non-common arms?
Ma'am, OA and OC, ma'am.
Where do they lie?
Ma'am, after OB, ma'am.
So one arm lies, one OA lies on this side of OB, OC lies on the other side of OB. See, this is the common arm. The non-common arms lie on either sides of the common arm. So this is the common arm. These are the non-common arms, and they lie on either sides, opposite sides. Either sides means opposite sides of the common arm. See here, this is the common arm. On this side we have OA, we have OC on the other side. So it satisfies the definition.
Ma'am,
So
it's right or left, ma'am?
Okay, right and left. Okay. So angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles because they have a common vertex O, they have a common arm OB, and their non-common arms OA and OC lie on either sides of the common arm OB.
Ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, we have seen about the rules for the adjacent angle, no, ma'am.
Correct.
Ma'am, in that if one missed also, it cannot be a adjacent angle, or all three should be satisfy that angle,
All
ma'am.
three. All three.
Yes, ma'am,
All
if an
three.
angle.
Even if one is not there, they are not adjacent angles.
Yes, ma'am, if they don't share a common point, but they share a common arm, and their angle lie either side of a common
No,
arm
no,
means.
no,
Yes, ma'am.
no.
Yes, ma'am.
All the three should be satisfied. Only then they are called adjacent
Yes.
angles. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. Anugrah, today I think you're not able to, meaning your voice, you're trying to talk, but I'm not able to hear you, Anugraha. I want you to answer the next one. Is it possible? I can't hear you, but I think you're trying to unmute and say something, but I can't hear you. Okay, class, which are the arms? Let me ask Swati. Swati, which are the arms of angle 1?
Ma'am, angle 1, it's OX and OZ, ma'am.
OX and OZ
OZ.
for angle 1. For angle 2?
Ma'am, it's OY and OX, ma'am.
OY and OX. OY and
Yes.
OX for, yeah. So OZ and OX for angle 1, OX and OY for angle 2. Which is a common arm, Swati?
Ma'am, OX is the common arm for angle 1 and 2, ma'am.
Okay, which are the non-common arms?
Ma'am, the non-common arms are OY and OZ, ma'am.
Okay, where do they lie? OY and OZ?
Ma'am, they lie on the either side of the common or the common arm, ma'am.
So is angle 1 and 2, are angles 1 and 2 adjacent or not?
Yes, ma'am, they are adjacent, ma'am, because all the three satisfies this angle, ma'am.
Yeah, so Swati, which is the common vertex?
Ma'am, O is the common vertex.
Which is the common arm?
OX, ma'am.
OX is the common arm. Which are the non-common arms?
Ma'am, they are OY and OZ, ma'am.
OY and OZ are the non-common arms. And the non-common arms lie on either sides of the common arm.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Children, think about 3, 4, and 5. Each one of you can answer one. Matthew, Deepshika, and Anugraha. If Anugraha is not able to talk, then I'll ask Swati. Today's meeting, Ritika and Nandana have not joined.
Ma'am, one doubt, ma'am.
Yes, Matthew?
Ma'am, for third one, it is not within common vertex, no, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. They don't have a common vertex.
So then they will not be, we cannot find common vertex, no, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Tell me, yeah.
Ma'am, for the angle 4, they have not marked as angle 1, no, ma'am. They have just crossed the space that is covered by the angle after angle 2, no, ma'am. What that it means, ma'am?
This is angle 1 here.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I thought that there is a small space covered, no, ma'am. I thought that was cross.
No. Yes, Matthew, for third one, yeah, they don't have a common vertex because this is the vertex of angle 1. This is the vertex of angle 1 and this is the vertex for angle 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. This is the vertex for angle 2. This is the vertex for angle 1. So in figure 3, are angle 1 and 2 adjacent angles?
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
Why? Because?
They have no common vertex.
Yeah, they don't have a common vertex. That's all. You don't have to check the others. They don't have a common vertex. They have different vertices. So they are not adjacent angles.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
good, Matthew. Very good. Deepshika, fourth one.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, are angles 1 and 2 adjacent angles?
Yes, ma'am.
They are adjacent, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Which are the arms of angle 2? Yeah, now you can tell me which are the arms of 2?
Ma'am, OA and OB, ma'am.
No, angle 2. Who can tell me the arms of angle 2?
Ma'am, OA and OC, ma'am.
OA and OC. Which
Yes,
are the
ma'am.
arms of angle 1?
Ma'am, OB and OC, ma'am.
Okay. So all of you are clear with the arms of an angle. So Deepshika, repeat. Which are the arms of angle 2?
Ma'am, OA and OC, ma'am.
Which are the arms of angle 1?
OB and OC, ma'am.
OA and OB and OC. Yeah. Which is the common arm?
Ma'am, O, ma'am.
O is the
Common arm, ma'am.
which is the common arm? Arm cannot be O.
Ma'am, OB, ma'am.
Write down all of you in your book and see which is the common arm.
Ma'am, OB.
I don't know. See your book and tell me. OB. I don't want to say the correct answer. Which is the common arm? Okay, okay. Matthew, which are the arms of angle 1? Quickly.
Ma'am, for which one, ma'am?
For angle 1 in figure 4.
Ma'am, for angle 1, OB and OC, ma'am.
And for angle 2?
Ma'am, OA and OC, ma'am.
Then which is the common arm?
OC, ma'am.
OC is the common arm. Which are the non-common arms?
OA and OB, ma'am.
Where do they lie? They lie on the same side of the common arm, right?
Yes, ma'am.
OC is the common arm.
Yes, ma'am.
OC is the common arm. If you see the non-common arms, OB and OA, they lie on the same side of the common arm. So angle 1 and 2 are not adjacent angles. Why?
Ma'am, and when we
Because they have a common vertex. Which is the common vertex?
O, ma'am.
O is the common vertex. Okay, correct. O is the common vertex. Which is the common arm?
OC, ma'am.
OC is the common arm. Correct. Now, the non-common arms must lie on either sides of the common arm. But here, the
Slice on the only one side of the OC, ma'am.
non-common arms OA and OB, they lie on the same side. Both of them are like above OC. See, this is the common arm. The non-common arms, both of them are here. So they're not adjacent angles. Angle 1 and angle 2. Here in figure 3, they are not adjacent angles because they don't have a common vertex. In figure 4, because the non-common arms lie on the same side of the common arm.
Ma'am, the angle should one be above the common arm and one should be below the common arm, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. In figure 5, children, are angles 1 and 2 adjacent angles?
Yes, ma'am, they are adjacent, ma'am.
Yeah, they are adjacent. They are adjacent. It's similar to this one. It's similar to the first one. It's just rotated. The figure is just rotated. It's similar to the first one. So you can help yourself. Ask yourself all the 3 questions. If all the 3 questions are satisfied, if all the 3 conditions are satisfied, then angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles. And the answer is yes, 1 and 2 are adjacent angles and 5. Yeah, this is your homework. Take a screenshot.
Ma'am, I have observed one thing from the adjacent angle, ma'am. Can you say it's right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I have observed that when one angle's end point, like OC, will be the starting point of another angle, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, no, ma'am. The ending point of one angle will be the starting point of the another angle who are adjacent, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. So it's like this. If like one angle is like this, then the other angle should start from here. It should be like this. That's what you're trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If one angle is here like this, then the other angle should be here like this. If one angle is here, the other one should continue like this.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Take a picture, children.
Took, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, this one also. Answer these questions. Take a screenshot.
Yes, ma'am. Took. Done, ma'am.
Yeah. Now we'll just understand this and wind up the class for today. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common sides, actually it should be non-common arms, I'll correct it, whose non-common arms are opposite rays. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles, that is 2 angles. So see children, ever since we started this chapter, we've been talking about 2 angles. 2 angles, complementary angles. 2 angles, supplementary angles. 2 angles, adjacent angles. 2 angles, linear pair. We've been talking about 2 angles. So 2 angles which are adjacent angles form a linear pair if their non-common arms are opposite rays. That is, opposite rays means that 2 rays form a straight line. Opposite rays means the 2 rays form a straight line. So see here, the definition is easy. A linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles. They must be adjacent angles. That's the first condition. If you say that this is a linear pair, they must be adjacent angles. They must be adjacent angles whose non-common arms are opposite rays. That is, opposite rays meaning one ray goes like this, the other ray goes in the opposite direction like this. Opposite rays. If one ray goes like this, opposite rays, the other, see, like this is one ray. Okay. The other ray should go in this direction. The opposite rays. If one ray goes like this, the other ray should go like this in the opposite direction in a straight line. Okay. So a linear pair is a pair of adjacent angles whose non-common arms are opposite rays. That is, the 2 rays will form a straight line. Opposite rays meaning the 2 rays will form a straight line.
Ma'am, 180 degree, ma'am.
Yeah, 180 degrees, correct. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. The angles in a linear pair are supplementary. That means they add up to 180. Now look at this. angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles. Now you know that they are adjacent angles because this is their common arm. This is their common vertex. This is their common vertex. This is their common arm. For angle 1 and angle 2, angle 1 and angle 2, this is the common vertex. This is their common arm. These are the non-common arms. This one and this one. I'm sorry, I'm not able to go over it. These two are the non-common arms. These two are the non-common arms. These are the non-common arms. This one, this one, this one. And see, I'm going over it, children. I'm not able to go correctly. Okay, these are the non-common arms. You can see their opposite rays. The opposite rays. One goes in this direction, the other goes in the opposite direction, the non-common arms. So 1 and 2. Here 1 and 2 are adjacent angles, and they also form a linear pair. They also form a linear pair. Is it understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now in this case, in this figure, angle 1 and angle 2, they are adjacent angles because they have a common vertex, they have a common arm. And these are the non-common arms. The non-common arms are this and this. Yeah, they lie on either sides of the common arm. So they are adjacent angles. But their opposite, non-common arms are not opposite rays. They're non-common arms. These are the non-common arms. This one and this one. These are the non-common arms. They are not opposite rays. Here, opposite rays meaning if for this non-common arm, the opposite ray should go like this. And for this non-common arm, the opposite ray should go like this. So the thing is, angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angles because they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, but they're non-common arms. They're non-common arms, this one and this one, they're non-common arms. They are not opposite rays. They're not opposite rays. They don't go like this. They're not opposite rays, or they don't go like, if one is like this, the other one like this. They're not opposite rays. So angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles, but they don't form a linear pair. Angle 1 and 2 are adjacent angles, but they don't form a linear pair because their non-common arms are not opposite rays. Understand, children?
Yes, ma'am. Understood. Ma'am, and if their opposite rays are like a straight line, we can say that it's 180 degree, no, ma'am.
180. That's why we say the angles in a linear pair are supplementary.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
angles in a linear pair are supplementary.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, but all linear pair are supplementary, but all supplementary angle are not linear pair, no, ma'am.
Yeah, all supplementary angles need not form a linear pair. There can be two different angles also. There can be two different angles also. Like say this is 120 degrees and this is 60 degrees. They are supplementary angles. 120 and 60, they are supplementary angles, but they're two different angles. So they don't form a linear pair.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the condition that is to be satisfied for a linear pair is they must be adjacent angles. Both of them should be adjacent angles. And what is to be satisfied is their non-common arms must be opposite rays. They're non-common, that's all. If the two angles are adjacent angles and the two angles must be adjacent angles and their non-common rays, their non-common arms must be opposite rays. They must be opposite rays like this. Then the angles form a linear pair. Tell me, Deepshika. When do we say two angles form a linear pair? First is they must be.
Ma'am, they must be form a common arm, ma'am.
No, they must be adjacent angles. They must be adjacent angles. And 2, their non-common arms must be opposite rays. Tell me now. For a linear pair, the 2 angles must be adjacent angles. And their non-common arms must be opposite rays. Repeat, Deepshika.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, linear pairs, it should be opposite arms, ma'am.
No, they must form they must be adjacent angles.
Okay, ma'am.
And their non-common arms must be opposite rays. Swati, repeat.
Ma'am, it's like a linear pair. The angle should be adjacent, ma'am, and their non-common sides should be opposite rays, ma'am, and
Yeah.
those form the sum as 180 or supplementary, ma'am.
Fine. Yeah. All right, children. So that is it for today's class. Thank you so much. So based on what you've learned so far in including linear pair, okay, based on whatever you've learned in lines and angles so far, I'll be scheduling a test on Sunday. I'll schedule it and I'll let you know. All of you finished the last test?
Yes, ma'am. Completed the last 3 tests, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Completed, ma'am.
You must have seen your results also.
Yes, ma'am. And solutions also, ma'am.
Okay, very good. All right, children. Thank you so much. You may leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.